Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, 2 years ago, in 2016, I went to the Fifth Street Gym over there in South Beach in Miami, and I had a chance to interview former trainer of the year, guys trained like Nicholas Walters, Antonio Tarver. I got a chance to interview Orlando Cuellar in what was a very insightful, thought-provoking, and just overall a fun interview. And back in 2016, this is prior to the Nicholas Walters fight. Orlando Cuellar pretty much comes out and he tells the future. He says, look, Lomachenko is pound for pound #1 fighter in boxing. Before anybody, but for me at least, I didn't hear anybody else say that this man was pound for pound was the most skilled fighter in the world. At that point in time, it was Orlando Cuellar who I first heard say was that Vasil Lomachenko was the most skilled fighter in the world, and he saw it before anybody else saw it. And I just want to play you guys that clip. So roll the clip. You mentioned you work with Nicholas Walters.
Yeah, the
he's fighting next weekend against Lomachenko. How about that one?
Lomachenko win. Nicholas is something like the Crusher. This would be something like the Crusher against Ward. The only thing is Lomachenko has a little bit more power for his weight than Ward does for his weight. But still, it's power against elusiveness and ring generalship, and strategy. Lomachenko, when he first came up in the pros, probably 2 or 3 fights where he fought Orlando Cuellar, Lomachenko at that time was fighting like an amateur. He was throwing a lot of headshots, and what Cuellar found a way to do is get under those headshots and go to the body. So he had success until he got a little tired in the last round. He got rocked by Lomachenko, but still he won the fight. Now Lomachenko went back to the drawing boards and he says, wait a minute, I got to find out where I went wrong. He looked at the video and he realized that as a pro, you got to combine head and body shots in order to confuse defense, catch him with the shot they don't see, and then be able to hurt him. Okay, so he figured that out. So ever since, Lomachenko has become a better fighter. Now Lomachenko can combine head and body shots. He works angles well. He's got good hand speed. I believe he's got great conditioning, great confidence. I think Lomachenko has got what it takes not to make mistakes. This is a fight of who's going to make the mistake and how much are they going to pay for it. I believe Lomachenko will not make one mistake. I believe Nicholas Walters makes a few mistakes, but is banking on one thing, that power shot. To land that power shot where it's going to let him put a little 2 or 3 piece behind that and put an end to the fight. But I pick Lomachenko, no mistakes.
Yeah, I got Loma as well. Not just the power, but also I would say the footwork and the way he's able to set up different punch angles.
Lomachenko is probably the best balanced, well-rounded fighter today. If you go across the board, you see head movement, speed, power, ring generalship, angles, everything. You can't go wrong. Lomachenko is probably the best fighter today with so many fights, which probably got 5 or 6 fights. I don't know what he's got.
Yeah,
he's got
7. He got 7 fights.
7 fights. Okay, with 7 fights, he's the best fighter in the world. And the best fighter in many more fights. So Lomachenko is very tough, and he's learning with every fight. Lomachenko should stop Nicholas Walters.
So Loma #1 pound for pound, in your opinion?
No, oh yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
#1 pound for pound, and he will stop Nicholas Walters.